Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I'd like to talk to you about what is essential when you go on a marathon hike. And when I by marathon hike, I mean something 42 kilometers, 55 kilometers, 75 kilometers, 83 kilometers, 100 kilometers, anything that's over a 10 or 15 kilometer day hike with your family. These are hikes that are organized, that people go and you start a start group of 100 people and you're going to go and you're going to walk for 12 24 hours straight. The first time I made a big huge rookie mistake. I had my big pack that if I was going to sleep overnight in the woods, and I took it and it was too heavy, and I took everything that was on the suggested list from the vendor that was sponsoring the hike, and it was too much. I mean, 20 kilometers into the hike, I think my back was hurting more than my feet because I just took way too much stuff. They said take extra shoes and socks, and take a container to put food in, because we don't just hand you food. You have to have a plastic container, and take this and take that, and they made you feel like, hey, we're going to check your pack, and if you don't have this, we might not let you hike. But that wasn't the case at all. When I got there, no one looked, no one cared, and everyone was staring at me like, who is this idiot that has this humongous pack, and this rookie guy is not going to make it to the end. I did make it to the end. Lost a couple toenails, had a couple blisters, couldn't walk right. I took a 2 hour train ride home from there, and let's just say I could barely walk out of the train station when I got to the other side. But I'd like to share with you today is, what do I take? And I have a hike in 2 days, and I haven't prepared yet. I didn't pack my bag, and I'm going to pack my bag now with you guys. So this bag, I forget, what is it, a 20 liter salmon bag. Is it the XT? Yeah, the XT bag. Pretty lightweight. It has some pouches here, down here. I like it. It gives you a lot of support on the back, and it's lightweight. This is all you need. This is actually, compared to what some people carry, this is too big. I mean, there are people out there, and I'm gonna take this. We're gonna go serious right now. People, how do you walk with only a small water bottle, and that's it? How do you go 10 kilometers and not drink any water? I always laugh when I go with my friend, and we joke about it, but the reality is there are people that compete in these marathon hikes that are marathon runners. So we don't run marathons. We're all 20, 30 pounds overweight, dads who drink too much beer on the weekends and just go out and do this, cause just to get out of the house, because our wives tell us we don't do anything, right? We're not gym rats. And of course there are the extreme guys. I mean, there's some guys you see out there on the trail that you're like, it's leg day every day. But I'm not one of those guys, and I can do this sport, and that's why I love it. I'm 45 years old. I'm probably 30 pounds overweight. And yeah, I hurt, but I finish it, and there's nothing more rewarding when I come home and all three of my kids grab me and say, Daddy, let me see your medal. That's so cool. So it motivates me to do this, and you don't have to be, a professional. But people, how do you do it with just a bottle in your hand? I don't get it. I need things, I guess. I guess maybe I need too much stuff. But I think that I carry the minimal amount in this bag, and I want to open up all the pockets and show you what I carry. So, and we'll start here with the side pocket. So, sunglasses. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause you gotta be cool all the time, right? Nah, I mean, when you're out in the fields and stuff in the summer, it's the fall now. I probably don't need to carry these, but they're light. I mean, I'll just put them back in here. I'm gonna carry them anyways. And I think there was a movie from back in the 80s where with Corey Feldman, where he said, that someone asked him, like, why you have your sunglasses on? And he's like, when you're cool, the sun's always shining. So maybe that's how I am. I carry these. These are, these compact water bottles. And the reason I carry these is at the water stops, they offer water, but they also have, Powerade, some other types of, maybe a cola or something. And I'll use this for that. I don't want to fill up my water bladder with 3 liters of some crappy powdered Powerade that they had at the station, you know, just to have one little quick pick me up, and this thing is great. And yeah, fold it up like that, and it didn't fit it anywhere. For some reason I have my second one in here, but I don't need that. I'm gonna leave that out. I only need the one. Put that back in there. I don't have anything in these, and the reason is I actually don't have it right here with me, but I have a mount here for my GoPro, so I don't put it in. And I found, you know, the purpose of these is actually to put that in there, and then you can, you know, bite down, or they have straws that come out, but I don't need that. I have this. That's enough for me. Okay, let's open up the main pocket here. Inside you have a smaller pocket. You can reach it here with quick access. Let's just go ahead and pull everything out of here. What I got. Alright. Oh, I actually got a lot of stuff in here. Empty bag. So let's set this to the side while we go through this. So I carry these. These are just little, you know, water tablets. I put them in, sometimes in the, you know, in this to give it a little bit of flavor. This zero carb, but they're kind of like a little caffeine pick me up, a little bit of flavor. You know, you don't want to drink water all day long, and it's not that heavy. I think I've carried this one on 5 hikes and maybe used 2-3 of them out of it, but it's not much. Headlamp, need it at nighttime. It's a must-have. Extra batteries. I wanted the USB one. They die too quick. I have to go with conventional batteries. I'm old school. This thing works. I've had these batteries in it for 2 night hikes where, actually maybe 3, where I've hiked 6-8 hours in the dark, and this thing still works. I mean, look, it's great. On the first 2 batteries that I put in it. Never opened this pack. Also, I have this. I hang this on the back of my bag so that people can see me from behind. I know some people use glow sticks and other things, but again, battery powered, will not die. You know, if it dies on me, I have battery. I have this in there, and the reason I have this is to put my keys, my wallet, things like that in it. I don't want to hike around with that stuff in my pockets. It just kind of gets in the way, and at the beginning of every hike I'll put all my personal stuff in this bag, and also I don't have to worry about it if it rains or anything like that. It's in here, it's waterproof, so that's why that's in there. Yeah, I don't have this in the bag right now, but this is a must for me. You know, the water bladder, water reservoir, whatever you want to call it, I have to have that. My medicine bag. I start the race with 3 of these, and I take, or start the hike with 3 of these, and I take them about every 2 to 3 hours in to cut down on the pain. Your feet will hurt, your knees will hurt. I don't care how many of these you do. If you're a seasoned athlete, you will have some sort of pain. I carry these. This is a new bottle. People, put a tissue in your stuff so when you hike, it doesn't go. There's nothing more annoying to me. There's 2 things actually that are very annoying to me. Okay, we'll go 3. The more I think about it, there's 3 things that I experience on hikes that are just annoy the crap out of me. We'll keep it PG-13 here. People that pack loud. When they walk, everything rattles. I've seen people with a metal cup that's just going ting, 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 ting. Pills shaking. People, quiet please, you know. I mean, I don't want to just be stuck behind you and then hear a pill bottle rattling for the next fucking, excuse me. Now we went R. For the next 3 hours. What else did I keep in here? Big Band-Aids. I carry quite a few of them because you also want to help out along the trail. I don't normally need 1 or 2 of these. Last hike I didn't get any blisters, luckily. But you'll see new people out on the hike, and there's nothing that makes a friend for life like having something like a Band-Aid for them. When you see that guy or gal that's out there on their 10 or 20 kilometer and they already have blisters, you'll become their best friend if you have a Band-Aid for them. Body Glide. I told my friend that he was weird when he told me about Body Glide. And he used Body Glide. And I didn't use Body Glide. And I use Body Glide now. This stuff's great. You put it on under your, like here, and not deodorant, like here, where your body rubs on the material, and you're walking for at least long distances. You can chafe, and this prevents it. You'll chafe in places that you don't even know you have. Put it on, between your legs and under your arms and stuff. Anywhere that you might get sore on a hike. This stuff works great, and you can sweat or whatever, and it stays on. I mean, you'll go take your shower after a 14-hour hike, and this stuff's still there. This stuff is amazing. It's about $20 a stick. It's tiny, but it lasts a long time. And I've had this one for a while now, and it is awesome. I don't go on a hike without applying this stuff first, and I take it with me just in case something starts to hurt out on the trail. I'm able to use it. I probably have too many of these in my bag right now, just because I just bought some new ones. These are called toe condoms. These things are great when you don't have toenails. I don't have toenails right now, but yeah, so basically, it just slides on your toe like that. And I put one on each one of my big toes. I have friends that tend to get blisters on their toes when they hike, underneath the toenail and things like that. They actually told me about these. I tried them out. They use them religiously. I use them religiously. I don't go on a hike without putting these, before I put my nice wool socks on. These go on my toes. And I take extra ones because they do break, And, you might be out there on the hike and then, maybe your little toe. I lost my little toenail on a hike, and I needed one of these while I was out there. Or maybe, again, new conversation starter, make a new friend. If you have some cool stuff like this with you, and this stuff is light. I mean, I don't need this many. I'm going to go through this and downsize it, but I probably just put them in here just to know where they were. I sometimes get it in the fall and the spring. I have asthma, so I take my inhaler with me just in case. But typically, I've never had to use it actually. And I have some rubber gloves in here. And the reason I have some rubber gloves is because of this stuff. I'm not sure if you can really see the label on it too. I live in Germany, and this stuff is an over-the-counter product. In America, it probably isn't. This is a cream that has lidocaine in it. And when you get a big, huge blister, you can put this on it, and it will numb it, and it won't hurt. So you can also put this on your feet if they hurt too bad, or any part of your body. It will numb it, and it'll numb it for about 2 hours. So this is, if you need a little help to get you that last, 10, 15, 20 kilometers, this stuff comes in really, really, really handy. Hence why I have the gloves. I don't want my hands to go numb or anything else that I touch to go numb. I have used this one time on a hike, and it really, it was my first 100 kilometers, and I put it on about 80, and yeah, it got me to the finish line. And like I said, I'm a 30-pound overweight guy, and I was able to walk 100 kilometers, and this helped me get there. Because if I wouldn't have had this with the losing, my pinky toenail, having probably 6 blisters on my heels, blisters on the palm, the front part of my foot, and in between my toes, it was really, really, hard. I probably wasn't ready for that hike. I've done one since then, and I didn't get any blisters, so I think I'm better now. But this stuff got me to the finish line. So I'm not going to bother you guys with packing this all up. I'm just going to slide it all to the side, and we'll look at what else is in the bag. Okay. This will be a quick one. So put the bag away. Battery packs. I carry 2. Don't need to. I carry 2. Sometimes I want to charge something else. Probably really only need 1. I think I will only take 1. The reason I have 2 in my bag is because my last hike was a 100-kilometer hike, and I didn't know if I would need both. And I actually ended up lending this to another guy, because he didn't have one. So it did work out in that. Friend for life again. You make a lot of friends out there. And then this one is the one I normally carry. And I'll probably just take this one because my next hike is only a 12. And again, in plastic bags, waterproof. This bag is supposed to be water resistant, but I don't want to tempt fate. Yeah, wet wipes, enough said. I have a little poncho that folds up. This thing's great. I bought this thing about 5 years ago for $5. I mean, now with, inflation and after COVID, this thing's like $15. I actually went and looked to get one for a friend of mine because he liked how compact it is. You basically, this is the pocket you push it in. I mean, and it's actually a nice jacket. You could actually wear this as a raincoat on a daily basis. It's actually good quality. But yeah, thank you, inflation. $15 now. And tissues, enough said. I don't think everybody knows what tissues, but yeah, that's all I take with me. The only other thing that I could suggest, if you do hike by yourself, tunes, have your earbuds. I carry these. I've lost too many earbuds, so now I use these Soundcores. They are about $50, and they, in my opinion, are equal to Bose or any of the other. Beats by Dre, quality. I mean, they're awesome for $50. When you hike long distance, even with your friends, I mean, when I hike with my buddy, we have a lot to talk about for the first couple hours, and after that, it just becomes mundane, right? And then we're, getting on each other's nerves a little bit. So you can put the headphones on, and then get you that extra little bump you need, a little extra step, and then you can keep on going. So I won't take these this weekend with me. Because I'm going with a couple friends, and then we should have enough to talk about. But on the last hike, it was dark, 11, 12 o'clock at night. My friend and me got separated, and I thought he was ahead of me. I actually ended up getting lost because he followed some other wrong people that took the wrong path, and I ended up getting ahead of him. But yeah, the next 20 kilometers, I was just chilling out, listening to some tunes, and made the night go by. And then we eventually met up and had a great conversation about him getting lost and all that stuff. And I didn't need the headphones anymore, but yeah, they came in handy. So, and they're not that heavy. You can fit them in this bag. And depending on the time of the year, you might want to take a lightweight jacket with you, maybe a sweatshirt. I'm going to start out with a sweatshirt this weekend and probably have to take it off and go down to a t-shirt or, something like this, that's, better, more breathable material, and probably go back to the sweatshirt at the end of the day. But definitely a hat. I get burnt like crazy. I mean, no hair. So I always wear a hat. This is my faithful hat. I've wore this, for a long time on hikes. You can see it's faded. I'm not going to wear a nice hat on a hike because you just sweat too much. But yeah, in your backpack, I think that is the basics. You do not need to carry anything, with you more. If you're doing this by yourself and it's not an organized event, of course, throw some power bars in there, some food, some kind of nutrition. But yeah, in these organized events with the stop every 10 to 20 kilometers, they're going to be able to fill the. I mean, I carry this would be my first hike with this 3 liter. I normally carry the 2 liter or 1.5 liters. So with the 10 kilometer stops, I don't need something this big. But yeah, they have food, pickles, bread, power bars, little Powerade gummies, all kinds of good stuff there. So I don't have to carry any food, and I'm that's a good thing about these organized events. But when I do go out with the family, this is not enough. I have to go back to that big backpack that I told everybody about. So. It just is what it is, because my kids eat a ton and drink a ton. They rarely leave me anything. So, but yeah, for a day hike, marathon hike, great bag, 20 liter, perfect size. Everything I showed you will get you to the finish line. You don't need to take anything else. If you take anything else, it's just going to weight you down. And the last thing you need to worry about on a hike is that your back's hurting along with everything else on your body. So. I hope this helps you guys out as you're preparing for your first hike, or even if you're a veteran hiker and you're looking for some tips to help, help your trip. There'll be more videos like this to follow as my gear, changes, and as I grow, I will share this with you. Probably won't be before every hike, but maybe I'll come back every 6 months or so and say, hey, this is what I've changed. But what you've seen here today is what I've been going with for about the last 6 months, and it's been working out great. The only thing I did notice I'm missing from here is something to pop the blisters with when you get them, and you will get them, so it's rare. The fact that I didn't get one last time is a miracle. But yeah, so I hope you guys continue to tune into the channel and you like the content, and if you like it, like below, subscribe below, and there'll be more videos to follow. Thank you.